I'm Mr. Fahrenheit, and this is Romance 3 Kingdoms 13. For this Let's Play, we'll be taking a custom character through the Yellow Turban Rebellion. That man is Yan Ying. Yan Ying was a warrior at heart. His life revolved around combat, his every moment preparation for it. He cared not for who he fought, only that he fought. So, this screen is jam-packed with information, but most of it is irrelevant when you're actually playing the character. Name, gender, self-explanatory. Voice is purely cosmetic. Class, military official. There are only two classes, the other one being civil official, which just means you can't duel. Weapon, sword, purely cosmetic. Personality, bold, purely cosmetic. Duty, bravery, and honor basically determine how much characters like other characters. Throughout the game, you'll get points in each of these stats, and people respect certain stats more. Like, he doesn't care about duty or aptitude, he just cares about bravery. Then there's armor, tones, treasure, alcohol. I'm not exactly sure about greed, but either way, these affect the gifts you give people and how they react to them. Once again, only useful when that character is an NPC. Then we have the stats. Leadership, War, Intelligence, and Gov. He has a pretty good leadership. Like, it won't hurt to have him leading a stack. His War is what he really focuses on, and that'll help him in duels. Int, average. Gov, a little below average. He's good leading spearmen and horsemen, and he sucks at bowmen. Commerce, farming, and culture are all civil skills that can be used for cities, and he is not spec'd for any of them. He can train the men of a city, and he's good at patrolling them and fighting bandits. Coax, negotiate, order, and virtue are all social skills that I will go into at a later date, but he has none of them. Overall, allows you to command more men. Speed is your movement speed on the combat map, which he has a decent amount. Arouse gives you higher stats the lower your unit health is. Endurance gives you more morale back for defeating enemies. Siege allows you to tear down walls and camps faster. Weapons allows you to build better siege weapons, and you can upgrade catapults to Shonoku or whatever they're called. Defense is your added defense for sitting in a fort. Naval allows you to not take damage piloting a ship passively and move faster on water. Dueling allows you to read your opponent's moves ahead of time. As you can see, he's pretty good at it. Heroism allows you to strike more often. There's a sort of rock, paper, scissors thing with spearmen, horses, and bowmen. And if you're fighting the one you're better at, you get what are called strikes occasionally, which do extra damage. Heroism allows you to do strikes against your own kind, and strategy allows you to defend against strikes. His forte is endurance, forte being a skill you buff when you befriend someone and they buff one of yours. Strategy is intimidating taunt, which allows him to lower someone's attack or defense, I believe. I forgot which, and then it taunts them to coming at you. His expertise is horse training, meaning if he's in a gubernatorial position, people under him will be better at training horses. And his ideal prestige is an elite warrior. Ideal prestige being how they will play when you are not playing them. So with that out of the way, let's go get started. Now, if you're watching this, I assume you know quite a bit about the Three Kingdoms period because, well, I don't have a name yet, you're sure not watching for me. I think it'll be interesting to start with Ding Yuan. So, let's go ahead.
You 要小瞧我！
the time of the later Han Dynasty. Politics were corrupt, society is in chaos. Caught in the storm, civilians took hope in an ominous song. The blue sky is on the wane, next to yellow one shall reign. Zhang Zhao's words spread far, gaining steam among the laymen and stirring a great revolt. The Yellow Turban Rebellion was born. Grand General He Jin quickly dispatched troops to quell the rebellion, but found only crushing defeats. The growing rebellion struggled with leadership, swiftly evolving into a mob which terrorized the public and only worsened their suffering. In this era of strife and disorder, a champion to unite the lands was bound to appear. Is it a cunning hero whose wits and wisdom bring order? Is it a brave warrior whose ambitions and strength will inspire the masses? Is it a benevolent leader whose faith and compassion grieves for the people? The hounds of war were set free on the battlefield of chaos. The era of heroes had begun. And we'll skip this because this is about the Peach Brothers. Nothing against them, just not really relevant to our story. The council was held and it reached the following decisions. Our assignment as City Assault will work out the details. We must work to accomplish this. So he wants us to take Zongshan. Army assignments are really useful for rulers because each one completed increases the loyalty of the entire force. So you're going to get constantly bombarded with these. As an individual, you get rewards for working towards them too, but generally only at the end. Pretty minor. Pardon me. You do not seem to have any missions at the moment. What about making a proposal? Completing missions and earning merit will raise their rank. Eventually, you may even be granted such positions as governor or viceroy. Ding Yan will only conquer the nation if we do our part to aid. Let us work hard for the land and the people. So, might as well get started at what we're good at. Patrolling. So, you set your own goals for these tasks. And the higher you set your goal, the more you get out of it. See right here, added merit 40%. So I will go. See if there's anyone who would want to join us in this patrol. Zheng Nia's awesome. Let's see if we can befriend him. Going on a mission with someone increases how much they like you, so it's best to do so if you can. And now we wait for the task to complete, which is a big part of this game. At the end of every patrol, you get a duel. Okay, I'm a little stunned. I almost never see anyone of this magnitude. That's game character stats. But I'm pretty sure I can win, based on my dueling skills showing me some of his moves in advance. So this is another rock, paper, scissors system, with attack being unbalance, unbalance being defend, and defend being attack. There's also what's called knockouts, which consume a resource you gather by defending. So I'm going to attack, defend, knockout, and defend. And a narrow victory. That was really close. So even though the war stat governs how much damage you do, without the dueling skill, I would have probably lost that. We already got a big chunk of the way towards getting the assignment done. So let's patrol again. this is why I tend to play the game on triple speed.
好，出发。
There we go. This is more your average war for this type of thing.
使我这招！
I tend to view attack as the safest option because the worst case scenario is they defended, which just means you do no damage, whereas defend, the worst case scenario is you get unbalanced, which does damage to you, and you lose your next action when you get unbalanced. So, getting a defend wrong can be absolutely devastating. And getting unbalanced wrong while you take damage, too.
使我这招！
So I tend to only defend when I can read the opponent through dueling. More experience.
就是这样吧。
And we've completed the task, but if we go the extra mile, we get additional reward. So, one more patrol. Let's see if we can get the boss man himself along with us. Nope. Up here you can see our task. This is the force task, and this is our task. We have 58 days to achieve this, so no rush. We can basically take time off and not report it in if we want to, until that timer's up.
报告。感激不尽。
Unfortunately, even though I've been patrolling, since I didn't turn it in, it didn't count towards the seasonal points.
出发。
But that just means I'm that much more likely to get next season's top position and get extra stuff for it.
使我这招！
Attack, 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 defend, knockout.
Yeah! 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 使我这招！使我这招！
I really like the little sword spin they do whenever they're trying to knock someone out.
Oh, 就是这样吧。
Okay, so let's see if there's any good specialties here. It's alcohol, which will allow us to throw a banquet. Now, you can throw a banquet without alcohol, but with alcohol, you're allowed to get a guest of honor that's guaranteed to show up. So I think I want to make friends. Well, my target was Zhang Liao, but he's not on the list right now for some reason. So let's buddy up to the boss.
是否别来无恙？你还好吧？你还好吗？你还好吗？打扰了，我很想见你。
Friendships are a big part of this game, so you do want to work on your power early. NPCs in this game don't really develop relationships on their own, so you'll find a lot of NPCs on the cusp of friendship with each other but never cross over. So banquets are also a good thing for your faction as a whole. And as I was talking about earlier with fortes, they just each gave each other their forte to bump up their stats. Not only that, but friends work better together on the battlefield or when helping with tasks. In this game, nothing is more powerful than a person with connections. out of the way. Let's report.
哈哈哈哈哈哈哈！谢谢，是否别来无恙？
Alright, now we've been granted a privilege, which means even though we're low rank, we can command our forces to do something once. And we've unlocked our first prestige. Or at least first non-starting prestige. Prestiges are part of the way of life system. You work towards them and they give you additional actions to do. Like as a fighter, I can practice with an officer to increase their and my own war. If I were to become a warrior, my practice would be better and I could do martial conditioning to just increase my own war, but without needing another person. Requires I achieve rank 8, participate in more than 5 battles, and victorious in more than 3 duels. Duels won't be a problem for our character because we are going to just keep patrolling for a long time. Stuff highlighted in gold, you generally get to keep. But stuff not highlighted in gold will go away if you go to another class. So it's worth it to dip into a lot of classes if you can to get the stuff that stays. And then end with a class that you actually want the other abilities for. I should probably go back and show all the routes. So there's military official, which is just your fighter. Commander, which gets more benefits to leading men and strategies. Merchant for when you're playing not in a faction and just want to buy and sell and get your hands on very valuable items. It could be worth it in the earlier scenarios to start as a merchant and get your hands on some really top shelf stuff and then join or start a faction. And it does have a win condition of amassing enough money. Patriot is a commander for, is a freelance commander. Oh, and the bomb branch is assassin, which has its own win condition. So does the rest of Patriot, it's just assassin's a lot more straightforward. Civil servant focuses on the management side of running an empire. You can also get incidental income down this path to get a lot more money every season. Or you can become a diplomancer and make peace or slander people. Advisor manipulates people, gets them to leave their faction, join yours, stuff like that. Or they work with stratagems. And then we're back to military official. So, I'm going to take on another patrol.
听我说几句，没问题。
Before he assigns me to something I'm not good at. And let's see if he'll help us.
好吧，开始。
Hey. Now this section of the game can be kind of boring. I like and find it relaxing, but
好，出发。
sometimes you just want to fight, and unfortunately that's up to my leader if we can actually do so.
惜命的话，是我之招。
Alright, attack, defend, knock out, defend. Now my worst case scenario is he defends here, but nope, he just knocked out. Fortunately, you don't have to take down the opponent's health bar all the way, you just have to have a lead to win. Ah, someone's wanting help. I have quite a bit of spare time to do the task. Helping someone will greatly increase our relations with them, and can make them owe us a favor.
这就是结果吗？十分荣幸。
Also, you know, if you care about the fate of your faction, then doing certain tasks faster is just better. Here's a child asking us to spar, giving us a little bit of experience for free. So it's not a waste of time, which is good because it's not like we have a choice. Let's visit Ho Chang. Talk. And let's see if he has anything to mentor us on. So mentorship takes quite a while, but you can gain skills that they have higher than you. And you gain experience towards stats. They can also gain stuff from you, depending on what you choose. Like he could gain speed from me if I choose leadership or training, or he could gain patrol if I choose war. But overall, not really worth it. Practice is generally going to be much faster. Let's see, 10 days, 20 days, yeah. But neither is worth doing, so let's just discuss.
听我说几句，再找机会吧。
Fortunately, he doesn't have time, so I will exit. And I still have 81 days. This will be quick to do, so let's go
你
ahead.
好，荣幸之至。
Like I said, making friends is an important part of this
我
game.
收到了
So
任务，
fortunately, that'll have to be cut short for
交
some
给我吧。
action.
这就展示我天下无双的武艺
You
吧。
gain the merit you would have gained from how much of the job you've done, so you're not shortchanged in any way. Now we get to ride out with the mighty Lubu. And you know I said action, but we're capturing the master of the city, so no one's gonna dare oppose us. So really we could have sent like 3 guys and a stick to do this, but let's mobilize our entire force so no one's doing anything. I suppose there is a possibility we yell German intervention, so might be best to be safe. And we fulfilled the assignment, so everyone's more loyal to Ding Yan.
报告。
Alright, so he wants us to increase fealty, which is what I do by patrolling, so I'm fine with that.
Boom,
Number 1 in honors.
谢谢。
Because of that, a merit in gold. Well, let's work towards our force goal the only way we
听
know.
我说，轻而易举。
Unfortunately, we have to pay the funds out of our own pocket. Which, well, I mean, it's just stupid. But you have various ways to go about tasks, some more expensive than others, so... You know, part of it's on me for choosing the highest one. Well, it defaults to it, but you know what I mean.
这次开始。
Down here, we can see all the people working. You get 2 slots base from the city, period. And then you gain 1
事不宜迟。
or 2 slots from each minister. Which I will get back to after
来
this.
惜命的话，使我之上。 使我之上。
Alright, getting good reads so far. Should be hard for him to catch up.
这招如何？是我这招。是我这招。哦，就是这样吧。
There we go. See, he took the 200 from us. Anyway, back to what I was saying before the duel.
开始。
Each minister grants 1 slot, but each type of minister has a relevant stat. And if that relevant stat is above 90, they grant 2 slots. So, because we have Lu Bu as our minister here, with his incredible war, we get 2 slots there. Then there's your own personal slot and the favor. They just rode off to war without me. Come on, I want the honors. Defend, attack, defend, knockout.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah!
This character's starting to sound like Wayne. Okay, we'll patrol again.
好吧。
That's unfortunate. We just lost an unaligned person. He moved on. I was planning on trying to recruit him with my free time, but I waited too long.
出发。惜命的惜。是我这招。
Defend, attack, knockout, defend.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
And unfortunately blocked. Unfortunately blocked.
Oh, 就是这样吧。
So I could try to recruit Sui Yuanzhan, or Yuanzhan. Not exactly a great soldier, but hey, he's another body, and we just took a city. So, let's see if there's any alcohol for me. Yes, there is. So in this game, in order to talk to someone, you either need to have a high virtue, be introduced, or throw a banquet and have them come to it. My preferred method always being the banquet. Good liquor will ensure the person you want comes most of the time, and increases the amount of rapport you get.
初次见面，打扰了。你还好吧？你还好吗？
Okay, now I'll turn in the patrol.
是否别来无？谢谢。
The first few ranks fly by even if you put it on slow.
我收到了任务。
Yeah, I'll
交
take
给
the
我
master.
吧。
It means I can write my own orders and don't have to ask for permission. So you can see by the flag right here who they're affiliated with. He's affiliated with no one. Both of them are affiliated with Yuan Shao, so they're likely out of reach.
你来的正好。
It's really easy to gain rapport with people who aren't aligned if you have time. You can just keep using the discussion option, and since they're never doing anything, they'll always accept. Unlike aligned people who are usually
说明
busy.
你的来意吧。
So we'll just keep talking till he likes us enough. An old lady will interrupt us and ask us to push a cow. And there's literally no reason to say no, because this is a free experience.
说明你的来意吧。听我。
Now you have to be a little bit selective about who you make friends with, because the first few friends you make, you can develop them by having them become pen pals with others. So that can bring important people into your social network, and it can buff your friends by having them get the forte of the person you have them write to. Now, he's not that good, and his forte is farming, which I have no interest in, so I'm not going to become full friends with him. I'm going to see if I can hire him now.
听我说几句，愿意为你效劳。
And I can. Ooh, 20 int experience. So now we can report. And I guess we will go back to patrolling.
我接受。好吧。报告。
Alright, once again I'm at the top of merits earned.
劳驾了。
So, looking at the city itself, prosperity low, we'll have to build that up.
事不宜迟。熄灭熄。使我之上。
Defend, knockout. No, I did not see that coming. He might actually win if he blocks with the last one. This is it. Am I defeated by a mere bandit? No, thank goodness. Getting defeated by someone that weak would have been a strike to my dignity.
哦，就是这样吧。
This goes to show I was a bit greedy. At the time, might as well help Yan Ying.
打扰了，荣幸之至。